So have you ever like?
No. No, I haven't. No. I mean, I've fallen a lot of times in life, but I always get back up, and it was never from having oily feet.
Okay. Hi everyone, as you know, Professor Norm Boss, Siobhan Riley, your host, checking in today on another series of Get Ready with Norm, Grow Norm show. And we have Alicia here as our guest that's going to definitely share some tips and trades within the skincare industry that hopefully you'll find useful in your everyday skincare routine. So if you like the information that we have today, please like, share, subscribe, comment, tag a friend, let them know, put them on. Let them know that we exist and let them know what's going on so that we can help them get to one step closer to their skincare goals. So what we're gonna do is definitely introduce Alicia to the audience. Alicia.
Hello, Norm Boss. Thanks for having me on the Get Ready with Norm show.
Okay, so let the people know who you are.
So my name is Alicia. I also go by Alicia B. I was born in Toronto, grew up in Brampton. I went to school for early childhood education, so I spent quite a few years of my life working with children. And now I have a child of my own, so I'm a mom.
Yeah.
I am a mommy, and right now I don't work with kids. I just work for myself, formulating skincare ingredients. My interests are nature, like anything nature pretty much. I like spirituality, metaphysical things, and the truth. I like seeking the truth.
And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to have a lot of truth going on in this show today. So thank you. Definitely, I see you representing the West Side.
Yup.
So just remind me, what's your background?
I am Jamaican descent, but I'm Jamaican.
Okay.
Born in Canada, but I'm still Jamaican.
Okay.
Can't tell me otherwise.
Okay, no worries. So we're going to say Team Jamaica.
Team Jamaica.
Right? So Team Jamaica repping.
Yup.
So definitely, from the background, you say you work with kids. It sounds like you have a lot of patience there. So definitely tell us a little bit more about like what do you typically do on your downtime, on your everyday lifetime. You said you love the whole life, nature. So talk to us a little bit more about that.
So a typical day for me, honestly, is I spend a day with my daughter. I'm always at home with my daughter. She's still young. She's only 10 months. So we go outside a lot, spend a lot of time in nature. We go for walks. When I'm not busy with my daughter, I am in the lab formulating skincare stuff. If I'm not in the lab, I am on my phone researching things about skincare or different herbs. I really love herbalism and plant medicine, so I'm always researching things along those lines.
Okay, so the point that I'm going to talk about is you being outside.
Outside in nature?
So, being outside, definitely in these harsh weather conditions.
Oh, yes.
You definitely have to have your skin on point.
Yep.
So talk to us a little bit more about your skincare routine and what you do towards getting ready to go outside.
Towards getting ready to go outside?
Yeah.
In terms of skincare, moisture. Moisture. Even in the summertime, if it's hot, I'm still moisturizing because it's important. Like, we lose moisture through bathing and whatnot, right? So it's important for us to put back that moisture into our skin. So getting ready to go outside, skincare wise, I'm oiling my body I typically use a body oil to like moisturize my full body.
Yeah.
And in terms of face, I use serums and face oils.
So, we're up to dig in a little bit more because we like to talk about the process.
The process of getting ready?
Yes, so talk to me about the process in the shower.
All right.
What does that look like?
In the shower,
Yeah.
I love to exfoliate.
Okay.
I love getting rid of all those dead skin cells, and I feel like if you're going to be applying a moisturizer, it seeps into the skin more when you're exfoliated. So I'm showering, I'm exfoliating, and when I come out the shower, I'm moisturizing on damp skin. You don't want to moisturize on dry skin.
So talk to us a little bit about that. Why damp and not dry?
When you put moisturizer on damp skin, it allows the skin to penetrate the product you're putting on more, as opposed to putting on a moisturizer on dry skin. It kind of just sits on your skin. Yes, it will get into your pores, but not as well as if you were to apply it on damp skin.
Okay. So is there a cleansing process in the sense of?
For my face, my facial routine for skincare, I would like to say I have a simple routine because one, I have to manage my time better being a mom, right? So I can't be spending too much time with the whole skincare thing. So my skincare routine is quick and easy. I have a face cleanser, I have a toner, I have a serum, and a face oil.
So you do all of this in the shower?
I don't do it in the shower.
Okay, so you cleanse in the shower or you cleanse outside the shower?
I exfoliate and cleanse in the shower. I moisturize outside of the shower, and I do my skincare routine and face outside the shower.
Okay. Okay, so cleanse, exfoliate in the shower, step out of the shower, damp. Right?
Yes.
All right.
Moisturize the body.
All right, so you moisturize. So you don't touch your face yet?
No.
Okay, so you start with the body first.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay, so talk to us a little bit. So what the body? Talk to us about the products. Get into a little bit more about that.
I like using natural products on my skin. So if I'm showering or having a bath, I like to opt for a more natural product because I'm very intentional about what I put on my body as well as what I put inside my body.
Okay.
So my moisturizer and my cleanser is typically natural ingredients as well as everything that goes on my face because as a nature girl, we like things made from nature.
Okay. And were you always like this?
To be honest, growing up, I did use some natural skincare products, but all of my skincare products were not natural. Growing up in a Jamaican household, I was exposed to like cocoa butter, shea butter, all those good things, right? And as I got older and I was more aware of the world and big pharma and everything, I just started to become more intentional about what was going inside my body. Because even though you're applying it to your skin, it's still going in because your skin has pores.
Okay. What was that transition from, I know a little bit more about natural products to, I'm going to take this a little bit more serious. Because when you were younger, like, did your parents introduce you to skincare? Or did your friends kind of like...
When I was younger, I used to get the Vaseline all over my face.
Vaseline.
You know, a child that has Vaseline all over their face is a well-loved child. So I had the Vaseline all over my face. Vaseline is probably not the best option, by the way, but we'll talk about that a little later.
Yeah.
But they exposed me to skincare products, but it wasn't in depth. It was just moisturizers, just body moisturizers.
I'm coming back to this Vaseline, right? We're going to talk about this Vaseline right now. So is this like a Vaseline thing I go to school?
Vaseline?
Yeah, did they put
on
Vaseline
before going to church, before going to school, you had to get your face oiled up, greased up. If you weren't shining, you weren't ready.
So were other students shining in school?
If they looked like me.
Okay. so that's how you know.
That's how you know.
That's how you know. Right? So you got Vaseline dog. Crazy.
Dog. We were shining.
All right. So when did that stop happening? Like, was that a mom, dad, the Vaseline thing not working anymore?
Honestly, I just remember dabbing my face. Like, when it felt too greasy, I just tried to take the grease off because I didn't like the shiny look. Like, I want to say when I got to like middle school or so, I did not like like having oily skin.
Okay.
I didn't care about it. It's not like I liked it before. I didn't care about it or I wasn't aware before, but as I got older, I just didn't like the look of my skin being oily for some reason. And now that I'm older at this age, I am aware that your skin being oily, over oily, or excessively oily can cause acne, right? But oil isn't bad. Like your skin produces natural oils, and that's not bad. And if you have like lightweight oils on your face, it's not bad. But when it's excessively oily,
Yeah. So that's where I wanted to know what was the transition
what was the transition?
to be like no more Vaseline.
I mean, I can't remember the exact point in time when I said no, but the transition, I don't know. I can't remember. I guess that part is just missing from my memory.
It's just blank.
But if it
It's
comes
the
back, I'll
Vaseline.
let you know.
The
It's
Vaseline.
blank.
Vaseline did its job, you know, wipe it out.
One day they stopped oiling us up. I guess when they stopped getting us ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, they were the ones that were getting you ready, as you mentioned. So, how did you know what products to use apart from Vaseline as a young lady?
Because I had other products in the household.
Okay.
And I remember one Christmas, like, my dad is not the type of person who buys gifts like that. He does once in a while, but he's not like a gift giver because he gives in other ways, right? I remember one Christmas he bought my sister and I a face cleanser, and it was Aveeno, and I think that was probably my first time getting like a skincare product, and since then I guess I didn't take it seriously, but that was my introduction into skincare per se.
Thank you, Dad.
Yes.
Right? That put you on.
That put me on, and my dad has good skin too. He has nice, soft skin.
Yeah. I wonder how did he get that tip?
He grew up in Jamaica, so he had the good water, the good sunlight, all the good stuff.
Okay. So he put you on the Aveeno, and then that's where the birth of skincare kind of like kicked in. What age you think that was?
I would say that had to have been around like preteen.
Okay, preteen. So when you were younger, did you have any skin issues?
I think it was middle school. In middle school, going through puberty, I did start to break out with acne, but it was never too bad. Like in my T-zone area, like the oily spots, I would get some bumps, but it wasn't nothing too major. But yeah.
And I know at a young age, we tend to try to cover things up because we want to be viewed as perfect. Did you find yourself going through similar issues like that when you were getting your acne?
Honestly, no. Like I would get some acne scars, but it was nothing that I really like. It wasn't too out there, so I didn't really care to cover it up like that with makeup or anything. But I did start wearing makeup as I got older. But makeup to me wasn't to cover any skin issues. It was more of a way to express myself, and I'd say to cover insecurities.
Talk about insecurity. What insecurity you're covered?
Insecurities. Actually, okay, let's rewind.
Yeah.
Because a skin issue would be oily skin, right?
Yeah.
I remember I started using a cream from Jamaica, actually. It's called Vanishing Cream, and it's a cream that you put on your face and makes your face really matte. So you look very cool, like your skin looks very cool.
I said like cake soap. Cool.
It wasn't cake soap because it was not cake soap because I didn't dabble in cake soap. But the Vanishing Cream was to to get rid of the oil on my skin, the excessive oil. And I would say that was, I guess, a small insecurity of mine, just having oily skin. I would just put the Vanishing Cream on. Then I learned about pressing powder, so that's when I got into makeup now. Moved from Vanishing Cream to pressing powder, or oil blotting powder, and that kind of does the same thing. And yeah.
And then that's the birth to makeup.
To makeup, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And getting over those insecurities.
Okay. So starting into that beauty phase, did you find like you were spending money on products at that young age to kind of like try things out?
To be honest, and to be very honest, no, because I like saving my coins. So I would buy like drugstore makeup, nothing too expensive, and yeah,
So why the drugstore?
because it was cheaper, more affordable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the makeup brands in the drugstore, was it that you just walked in there and you're like, I'm gonna try that, or
Yeah.
did you like?
Or if I heard about it from somebody else, I try it out for myself.
So is that like a school friend?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Cousin, sister.
okay. So like, what conversation would come up where you're like, try this makeup? Start the thing them.
What conversation would come up? That's a good question because I don't know. I'd have to think back.
Wow. You hear it?
I have a cousin that's into makeup, so if she recommends something,
Okay.
I might just listen.
So it was a referral with like a personal referral would be like, yo, I'm gonna put you on kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Just say this works well for me, see if it works well for you. I try it out. If I like it, I stick with it.
So fast forward now to putting on your moisturizer. Like for you, did you stick with a moisturizer from a young age and you kept using that, or is it like you transitioned from a moisturizer and now you find something better?
I was never consistent with skincare in terms of the product I was using until now.
Okay.
So I would have like for body care items like lotion and stuff, I'd have the regular stuff that my parents were buying and it was just in the house already.
Okay. So you weren't buying that?
No.
That's what you're saying. Okay.
No, my parents were buying that. But when I got into my own skincare, I'd just buy like shea butter, like a tub of shea butter,
Okay.
and just use that. And that didn't cost me too much.
And did you find that you started to get into skincare when you started working and being able to buy?
To buy my own.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's when you kind of like, all right, I have some money. Let me try to explore that.
Yeah.
Okay. So shea, was it shea moisture or shea butter?
Shea butter.
Okay, shea butter.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you started to use the raw
The raw shea,
shea
butter.
butter.
Yeah.
You know, the thick, oily, you have to dig in.
Yeah.
Still use that?
I still use it from time to time, but now, if I am using it, it's within another product. So
Okay.
it's a natural product that has shea butter in it, so I'm still getting the benefits. So.
Okay. So how much would you say you roughly spend on skin moisturizer or body moisturizer? Right?
That's a tricky question, only because everything I use on my body now, today, as of today, is stuff made by me.
Okay.
So like I don't go out and spend money on
Okay.
it other than buying ingredients in bulk.
Okay, so before now.
Before, that's the thing. I was never like serious about skincare until I started making my own. Like before, people would always ask me like, "Do you have a skincare routine?" And it was literally I just washed my face and I put lotion. Like it wasn't even face lotion; it was just lotion.
Yeah.
But I was washing my face and putting something on. I didn't have a proper or an ideal skincare routine.
So what made you go into making your own products?
I got into face masks, and I started making my own face masks, and I would make that with like natural products as well.
What do you mean by got into face masks?
I got into self-care. Let me start from there. I got into self-care, and self-care for me was taking care of myself, mind, body, and soul, and tapping into some self-love looked like putting a face mask on, taking a nice bath, candles lit.
2-hour bath?
Close to it.
Close to it.
Fingers start wrinkling up.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I first got into making face masks. And then when I had remember I said I was buying the tubs of shea butter? If I had that, I would just mix Other, sorry, I just thought of a past memory from my childhood.
No worries.
Can we
bring
rewind?
it.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I could remember being in the bathroom,
What?
and the bathroom is like my safe space. So I'd spend so much time in the bathroom, even if I wasn't using it, I'd be in the bathroom, reading the ingredients on the packages, like the bottles in there. Like if I was on the toilet, I'd have like a bottle of lotion in my hand. I'm reading all the ingredients, trying to pronounce those names.
Yeah.
But I remember some moisturizers, I didn't like it because it wasn't moisturizing for me. Like, you know, it wasn't moisturizing like it should have been. So I would get the Vaseline and the lotion, and I would put them together and mix it, and then apply that to my body. So I was
Okay.
pretty much mixing two products together to make it how I wanted it to be, and then using that on my body to apply.
And that's where it started.
From when I was a child, but now when we fast forward to my adult years, it came back.
At what age you say you're doing your mini chemistry?
That my mini chemistry phase started like, I want to say 8, 9 years old. Like,
Okay.
yeah, pretty young.
Okay. Nice.
That memory just came back to me. So,
Okay,
yeah.
cool. So we're whipping the formulation. So, you know, try out her products. Definitely formulated from she was 9.
From I was 9 in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yeah, for sure. So now you brought that knowledge towards your everyday skin routine now. So from a long time, you weren't really spending that much money.
I wasn't. It's not that I wasn't into skincare. It's just that I didn't have time for it because of my busy lifestyle. Like going to school, working 2 jobs. Like it was just a lot. Yeah, and then when I started working like in my career, I was just like always at work all the time. So I didn't really have time to take care of myself the way I wanted to. So when the pandemic hit now, 2020, that gave me all the time in the world that I didn't know I needed. And that's when I started getting back into skincare like
Yeah.
more consistently.
Okay. So now we're gonna go back to the body moisturizer.
Okay.
So what is your everyday body moisturizer? That's your product, you said, right?
My everyday body moisturizer is a body oil that I make, yeah.
What's in this oil?
It has calendula oil, grapeseed, avocado oil,
What?
jojoba.
Avocado like that? That avocado?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I say pear? Right?
No, it's avocado pure oil.
So why oil and not butter?
Why oils and not butters?
Yeah.
To be honest, I got into body oils because, like I said, I like coming out the shower and applying my moisturizer on damp skin. And the body oils, it was just a faster way to get moisturized for me. Like, I guess I was always on the go. So jump out the shower, pump some oil in my hand, rub that quick, swoosh, 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 swoosh. Like, it was just a quicker way for me to moisturize my full body. And I feel like that's why I like oils.
Okay.
But I still use butters. It's just that oils, they apply faster.
And they
than-
spread faster.
Yeah.
So when do you use butters?
I use butters, I'd say mainly in the colder months, or if I just want like a lot of moisture.
The oil isn't cut it.
Yeah.
So you draw for the butter.
Yes.
The heavy duty butter.
I go for something thicker. Or if for my feet, I like going for the butters if I'm working with my feet, because, you know, I like to be outside in nature. I'm outside
Okay.
barefoot sometimes,
Mhm.
so I gotta make sure that I'm keeping my feet intact. So I like using a thicker substance.
And do you find that if you oil your foot, it's like, it's harder to deal with?
In terms of the greasiness?
Yeah.
The bottom of my foot.
Skated.
The bottom of my foot. So I try to either not put it at the bottom of my foot, but I also do formulate my oils to not be too greasy so that I don't run into that problem. But
Okay.
when I'm doing the butters and the butters at the bottom of my foot, yeah,
So have you ever like,
no. No, I haven't.
Run that just
No. I mean, I've fallen a lot of times in life, but I always get back up, and it was never from having oily feet.
okay. Noted.
Yep.
All right. All right. So you use your oil. So it's the same oil you use on your face?
The one that I use on my body?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Different
So
one.
talk to us about that.
The oil that I use on my face is a luxurious oil. Like, it's not thick. It's very hydrating. It's non-greasy, but it has a luxurious feel to it because of a specific oil that's in there. All natural, just like the body oil. So only natural ingredients. Like right now, I only use natural ingredients on my face. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So definitely thanks for sharing. If you were supposed to give your younger version some tips right now, what would that look like?
In terms of skincare,
Yeah.
some tips.
Your
I
younger
would-
you, 9-year-old,
9-year-old
in the
me,
bathroom, whipping up.
in the bathroom whipping up some formulations.
Yeah.
I would say get those toxic things out your hand and pick something natural. What are you doing? That's the first thing I'd say.
Yeah.
But no, honestly, I'd say be patient with yourself. Be patient with your skin. Everybody's skin is different. Drink lots of water because a lot of people think they don't have good skin, but they're not drinking a lot of water. They're not minding their business. So I would honestly say drink water, eat healthy foods, because apart from using products that work with you, you need to be making sure that the food that you're putting into your body is also feeding you, because your skin is your largest organ, and you got to take care of it in every way that you can.
Yeah. The bars. I
Yeah.
hope y'all picking up on the bars that she's dropping, right? I don't want to talk a little bit more about Norm, because you know we have to
Let's
get
get
ready
into
with
it.
Norm.
Norm.
So, I want your opinion on what you think about the packaging, just looking at it as it is.
The packaging?
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I?
I am.
Okay.
You're
I
a
love the
product, you know.
packaging. What I really love about the Norm packaging is the wood and the matte. Specifically, the matte frosting jar you have here. It really gives it a sleek look, and not only does it look sleek, it feels sleek too.
Well,
And anytime that I've had a Norm product in my hand, I always play with it. Like, I really like the feel of it. Like, like I said, I like to fidget a lot. I have something in my hand fidgeting with it. I love the feel of the Norm packaging, but I really love the frost glass, the frosted glass,
yeah.
and the wood lid that you have on this.
Okay. One thing I wanted to talk about is how a little goes a long way. I wanted to get your opinion about how much, based on your experience with body butters, and I know you say you use shea butter and all of those thick things. So I want your opinion about how this much can moisturize both
That
your hands.
much. Okay.
In your palm.
This much.
Yeah, that much can
This looks like
moisturize.
this literally looks like a rice grain.
Well, there you go. Rice it up. So you think that much can moisturize both your hands?
The rice grain moisturized both my hands. A little really goes a long way.
Rice grain can feed whole heap of people, you know.
I guess I've been using too much.
Right.
That's good though, yeah. A little really goes a long way. The little rice grain that you put on my hand really moisturized the whole thing.
So how does it
And it
feel?
feels
What's
good.
your review on the texture and everything? Talk to the people then.
All right, let's start with the smell. The scent. It has a very fresh scent to it. There's like a citrusy note in it that my nose picks up, and I really like that about it because I love anything citrusy. Like, I love lemon. So I love that. It's very faint, but I could smell like a light note of citrusy. The consistency of it, can I?
Yeah, it's yours.
The consistency of it, I took too much. See, this is too much. This is enough to moisturize my hands and my arms. But I love how it keeps its form. So it's kind of like, not Play-Doh, but it has a thickness to it, but it's not too thick. And the way it spreads, it like melts right away as soon as you start applying it to your skin.
Well, Magic butter.
But the best thing I like about it is that it's lightweight, and even once you rub it in, you still have a sheen. Because you know, there's some stuff that it's not greasy, but it doesn't leave like a nice sheen on your skin. I like that it's lightweight and still makes you look moisturized.
Okay. So in terms of incorporating that product in your skincare routine, where do you think would be the best part of your routine that you would maybe use it?
Me personally, my norm is gonna stay in my car or my handbag,
Okay.
because it's easy it's easily accessible, and I can just grab it on the go.
Okay.
And washing your hands constantly throughout the day, this just puts the moisture right back into it.
Okay. So definitely keeping it on the go,
On
that's
the
the
go.
travel size.
Yeah.
So the travel size would make more sense for you in your everyday routine.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. You know, definitely Alicia is dropping some gems and sharing her feedback to maybe something that could help you in your everyday life. I don't know, do you have any tips that you could give to the audience that you discovered over time that helped you along your skincare journey and where you are today?
Yes. I would say be consistent with your skincare journey, your skincare routine, and with the products you're using, because with all the products out there in the skincare industry, and with all these social media gurus and content creators, you're gonna be trying everything that they say to try. And when you're hopping from one skincare product to the next, you're not giving your skin enough time to actually see if it's working for you. So if you just pick one that's working for you, or just stick with one for a while, I'd say like at least 4 weeks, 1 month. Yeah, stay consistent with that, and then I'm sure you'll start seeing results. But when you're jumping from product to product, you're not gonna see results.
Okay. Well, thank you definitely for sharing, and thank you for your time.
Thank you for having
We
me.
appreciate you coming out and letting the people know what's good. If you like the information that we have, definitely share the content, like, subscribe, comment. Let us know your views. Let us know if you used to mix up some good stuff when you were 9 into the bathroom. And we'll definitely see you on the next episode. So big up yourself. Team Norm, Norm Boss.
Team Norm.
Out.